What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today we're going to continue to boldly go where no man has gone before, continue the voyages of the Starship Enterprise with 1989's Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, starring William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelley, James Doohan, George Takei, Walter Cohen, Nichelle Nichols, and Lawrence Luckinbill. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And like I said in the intro there, we're going to continue to explore strange new worlds with the crew of the USS Enterprise and continue to boldly go where no man has gone before as we take a look at 1989's The Final Frontier. Should be a good one today. Let's get right into it here, shall we? Captain's log, star date 202123.5. The crew of the newly commissioned USS Enterprise are enjoying shore leave after the Starship's shakedown mission. Captain James T. Kirk, Bones, and Spock are camping at Yosemite National Park when their leave is interrupted. The Enterprise is ordered by Starfleet Command to rescue the human, Klingon, and Romulan diplomats who were taken hostage on Nimbus 3, a planet that is supposed to be a neutral location in order to advance dialogue between the Federation and the Klingon and Romulan empires. Learning of the Enterprise's mission, Klingon Captain Claw decides to pursue Kirk for personal glory. Back on Nimbus 3, the Enterprise crew discovers that the renegade Vulcan, Sybok, who is Spock's half-brother, is behind the hostage crisis. Sybok reveals that the hostage situation was just a ruse to lure a starship to Nimbus 3, which he intends to use to reach the mythical planet of Shakare, which is the place where creation began. The planet lies just behind a seemingly impenetrable field known as the Great Barrier, which is near the center of the galaxy. Sybok uses his unique ability to reveal and heal the innermost pain of a person through the Vulcan mind meld in order to subvert the hostages and crew members' wills. Only Kirk and Spock appear to be resistant to Sybok. Spock is unmoved by the experience, and Kirk just refuses Sybok's offer, telling him that pain is necessary to be human. Sybok declares a truce with Kirk, realizing that he needs his leadership experience to navigate the Enterprise to Shakare. The ship is successfully able to breach the Great Barrier while pursued by Claw's warship, the Klingon Bird of Prey, and discovers a lone, uninhabited planet. Sybok, Kirk, Spock, and Bones take a shuttlecraft to the planet's surface, and Sybok calls out to his perceived vision of the Creator. An entity appears which resembles a large human face, and Sybok proceeds to tell him how they breached the barrier. The Creator then demands that the starship be brought closer to the planet, and Kirk questions, what does God need with a starship? So the entity attacks Kirk in retribution, and the others discover that the Creator has deceived them. The barrier exists to keep the entity from escaping Shakare. Horrified by his naivety, Sybok sacrifices himself in an effort to combat the creature and allow the others to escape. Intent on stopping the entity, Kirk orders the Enterprise to fire a photon torpedo at their location, but it has little effect. Spock and Bones are beamed back to the ship, but Claw attacks the Enterprise before Kirk can be transported aboard. The vengeful entity reappears and tries to kill Kirk before the Klingons destroy it in a volley of disruptor fire. Kirk is successfully beamed aboard the Klingon ship where Spock is waiting, and General Cord orders Claw to stand down and apologize to Kirk for his actions. After the crews of the Enterprise and the Klingon ship celebrate, Kirk, Spock, and Bones are permitted to resume their shore leave at Yosemite. This was another really good story here. I liked the fact that we were able to enjoy their life outside of the Starfleet and the Starship Enterprise and see Bones and Kirk and Spock in Yosemite just kind of relaxing, taking in nature, Kirk trying to climb the rocks. I liked the whole confrontation with God thing, and why does God need a starship? Who would question God, the creator? Leave it to Captain Kirk, man. He sensed that something wasn't right and he called it out. And he was right. I didn't enjoy this near as much as I enjoyed the 3-film arc we just had with The Wrath of Khan, The Search for Spock, and The Voyage Home. But I did think it was a nice, solid little story in the confines of the Star Trek saga here. When it comes to my rating on this one, I give The Final Frontier 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did see room for some improvement, but overall I liked the story and where they tried to go with it. But I think that there are some things that could have been told a little bit differently. Let's make sure we get out there on the social medias. Try to get those hashtags trending for me. Hashtag Casa D18 Studios, hashtag Renegades Reviews, hashtag Renegade Returns, and of course the ever popular hashtag Shenanigans. We interrupt this episode of Renegades Reviews for an important announcement about
merchandising.
Merchandising? What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Merchandising, where the real money's made.
Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the t-shirts you see here from the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham himself. You can get shirts for the Jeff Meacham Network, Talk Wrestling, as well as the red and gold Meachamania shirts. And while you're there, don't forget to get your shirts of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood, the Dads on Wrestling shirt, the Renegade J.J. Williams, Statboy Sports Bar, and the hashtag Statboy Approved shirt. Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network and score your shirts today. Make sure you get out there. Do what that commercial just told you to do. Go to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the official merchandise of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood. Get you your Renegade J.J. Williams shirt, your Dad's Not Always on Wrestling shirt, Statboy Sports Bar, hashtag Statboy Approved, hashtag Shenanigans. Get you your official merchandise of the Jeff Meacham Network. 3 different designs of the Jeff Meacham Network logo for you to choose from. Talk Wrestling, Meachamania, and so much more. tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. Make sure you tune in for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews when I discuss the final film of the original cast, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country from 1991. It's going to be another good one, a swan song of sorts for the original cast of the USS Enterprise. I'll go ahead and throw it out here right now. I do enjoy the way they kind of allude to the next gen at the end of the film there. And I thought it was a nice way to kind of keep the film cycle moving while still, kind of retiring the original cast here. But we'll get more into that tomorrow. Also, June 1st on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as well as the Jeff Meacham Network, Renegade Recap. I'll be discussing and kind of recapping everything that I've gone over here in Sci-Fi Month, as well as giving a preview for what's to come in June. But in addition to that, I'm going to be doing my first ever giveaway. I have 2 copies of Star Wars The Force Awakens, completely sealed, Blu-ray, DVD, digital, that I'm going to be giving away. 1 copy is going to go to the highest donor during the live stream, whether it be to Streamlabs, PayPal, or Super Chat. The other copy is going to go to the first person to correctly answer the trivia question that I'm going to ask during the live stream. Keep in mind, when it comes to the trivia question, you will probably see your name and answer pop up first in the chats. But we're not going by that. We have to go by what we see on our end, because we'll be broadcasting not only on my YouTube channel, but Jeff's as well. So through StreamYard, which we run our shows through, we'll be able to see whose comment comes in first. And that will be the person who wins the DVD, Blu-ray, digital combo. So you're not going to want to miss out June 1st, Renegade Recap, when I do my very first giveaway. I'm sure there will be more in the future. I don't know when the next one will be. It won't be monthly, but this will be the first one. So make sure you tune in for that. To all my fans that tuned in during the live stream, leaving your comments over here, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. To all my loyal viewers watching on demand, leaving your comments down here, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, I appreciate all my fans for tuning in and supporting me day after day right here on Renegades Reviews and the Casa D18 Studios channel. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Live long and prosper.